let me start with our thinking or our philosophy, or what is our aim? What do we seek to achieve? In agriculture, in the first place, our limitation is that we don't have adequate acreage or landmass. So, large-scale mechanized farming could not be our first response. So, if God did not bless us with huge acreage, so what is God saying? God is saying that we can become the capital for value addition. We can become the capital for value addition, which means processing and value addition has to be our strong point. So, okay, go produce your cocoa, whatever you want to produce, but we will turn it to Bonvita here. So, processing became part of our thinking. But we could not resist mainstreaming certain crops, cassava and oil palm. Reason is that we had so much fertile soil that would enable these things flourish such that we could no longer ignore them. So what did we do? We decided to now proliferate the Tenera species of the oil palm. We got Tenera seedlings and we planted 4 million. We were targeting 7 million, but we got 4 million. In consuming the 4 million, we had to now improve on existing oil palm estates to see how much of the fallow land we can crop. But in addition to that, we said, well, even our road divides and our flowers and around our street, let us use oil palm tree as, since they were going to be dwarfish and they will start bearing fruits after 2 years. So we decided to plant these all over. And we said, 1.5 years down the line, we're going to have something like a glut. So how do we proceed from that point? So we said, well, we are going to build cottage oil palm processing facilities across local governments. Speaking to local governments that already had oil palm estates and local governments that had capacity to harvest so much of those oil palm fruits so that they don't waste. So what were our target products? One, the palm oil. The other one, palm kernel oil. Because the palm fruit is such an important economic fruit that almost everything is important. So we got a company in India called Tech to help us establish this. So we have cottage agro-processing industries in 7 pilot local governments that are ready now. But apart from oil palm, we also decided to see what we could do about rice farming. So I remember that we procured improved seedlings, rice seedlings from Cross River State, because Governor Yade had established a seedling plant that was providing improved seedling from Thailand. And that year, when we procured these seedlings, the farmers were happy because we procured and gave to them free. And that gave back to our accelerated rice development agenda, which product was Abia. I want to put it on record that for the first 2 years as governor, I did not eat rice at all. I was waiting for us to produce our Abia, and I still prefer the native local rice to the polished rice that is imported. So, again, instead of opting for the big giant rice processing mills, we decided to do cottage rice mills. We did one in Acha, we did another one in Bende. And the idea was to see how we can ignite local economies. So if we put oil palm processing plant in a village, we will create jobs for 15, 20 people there. If we put rice mill near a rice farm, we will make sure that our women won't take their paddy to neighboring states as they were doing in Aja to Ebonyi. So we create local economies around that. And people will become distributors of the local rice, which they can send through Abia line to Lagos, to Abuja, and all of that. So we felt, well, local economies can be
Governor Ikpeazu's administration pioneered large-scale mushroom production in the southeast region with focus on training young agro-entrepreneurs. He also followed in the footsteps of late Chief Sam Mbakwe with establishment of 150,000 bird capacity poultry cluster in Nsulu, Isialangwa North, equipped with ultra-modern training facilities that also provides seed money to graduates of the institution.